Good morning, dear students. I am your science teacher for class 4 from PMS Girls 2. Welcome you all to the revision of your first assessment test, which you all have to attempt today during 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, first I will give you some guidelines that how to attempt your test paper. Test will be taken from your first lesson, that is characteristics and life process of living organisms, and you should all attempt your test paper once. Okay, clear? It is based on MCQs, that is objectives, and you have 4 options. Only click on the right option. Okay, dears. Now come to our lesson revision. As you know, this lesson is about living organisms, and the living organisms are divided into 2 main groups. Number 1 is plants and number 2 is animals. There are 2 main living organism groups, that is animals and plants. Okay, now come to first living things. What are living things? The things which can breathe, move, grow are living things. And what are the main characteristics of living things? Okay, now come to the characteristic. Very first characteristic is growth. In this picture you can see different types of living organisms. Okay, there are many animals, there are plants, and different animals, plants are here, and they all are living things. Okay, now the growth of living things, in which in this picture you can see the growth of an human being, like first baby, then small child, then toddler, then boy, then man, then daddy, papa, and then an old man. These are the different stages of the growth of a human being. Okay, see in this picture, these are the different stages of the growth of a plant, like small to a big plant. You can see the growth in different stages in this picture. Fine. This is the main characteristic of a living thing, which is growth. Now, the second main thing of a living thing, that is they can move. So, it's the living things can move. The second characteristic is locomotion and movement. So, what is locomotion? See, in this picture, you can see a dog is running with the help of his feet. This process, in which the living thing can move from one place to another by the help of its different parts of the body, is called locomotion. Okay, is it clear? In which living thing can use his body parts to move from one place to another. This procedure and this process is called locomotion. Okay, now the movement of plants can't move their body from one place to another. They can swing, they can open and close their leaves, and this process is called their movements. By its swings, plants can move and open and close its leaves. It's called plants movement. Okay, the third main characteristic of living thing is reproduction. All the living things have an ability to reproduce young ones by their own type. Okay, animal lay eggs or give birth to their babies, and plants produce mostly seeds, and then these seeds grow into the young plants, and this procedure is called seedling. So all the human beings reproduce their young ones by their own type. Like, see, here in this picture, mother and father, and they have a baby. the picture of a hen, she lay eggs, and then chicks come out from these eggs. And fish also lay eggs, and small fishes come out from the eggs. Okay. The fourth important characteristic of living thing is heredity. What is heredity? As I told you before, that it is the passing of traits or properties from their parents to their next generation. It is called inheritance or heredity. We have noticed that young ones of animals or human beings as well as plants also resembles to their parents, and the properties and similarities transferred from parents to their young ones are called heredity. See, in this picture, a young girl is standing just beside with her mother and with her father. See, the little girl ears just same as his father, right? Her eyes are resembling with her mother. Her hair are also resembles with her mother. So this property which she adopts from her parents, the properties, the similarities which she has adopted from their parents are called inheritity. See, in this picture, the young chicks are in the arms of their father. It is a picture of a cock, and see, one chick has just like a top crown like his father, right? This is called heredity. So after the classification, after the characteristics of the animals and human beings, we have a classification of animals also. We can classify the animals into two main groups. One group is vertebrates and the second is invertebrates. The group in which the animals belongs to vertebrates, those animals who have बैकबोन, जिनके पास बैकबोन फ्रेम होता है और जिनकी बॉडी में बैकबोन उनके पूरे बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर को बनाती है, which having the animals which having backbone are in the group of vertebrates. And the second group of invertebrates, the animals which have no backbone. So there are two main groups of animals, vertebrates and invertebrates. Now come to the classification of plants. Okay, plants are divided into two main groups also. First group is flowering plants and the second group is non-flowering plants. In the flowering plants, plants which have produce or which have flowers are called flowering plants, and the plants which have no flowers are called non-flowering plants. Simple. There are two main groups. The classification of plants are in two groups: flowering plants and non-flowering plants. See the picture. In this picture, biodiversity shows. What is biodiversity? See, number of types of living things present at a particular place is called biodiversity. The number of types of living things present and at a particular, specifically at a place where special type of animals and specifically types of animals are found, this is called its biodiversity, right? Is it clear? Okay, now we will discuss about the biodiversity, the classification of animals and plants. Now we have to come and discuss the main topic of this chapter. This is the vital and main body parts of human being and their functions, right? This is a picture this picture shows the internal body parts of human being. You can see in this picture the internal body parts have been shown, and the internal body parts are teeth, bones, lungs, heart, brain, and muscles. These are the main and vital body parts of human being. Now, first come to the teeth. There are different types of teeth, and the main four types of teeth are incisors, canine, premolar, and molar. राइट ये जो आपको टीथ नज़र आ रहे हैं ना, इन दिस पिक्चर यू आर वॉचिंग डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ टीथ. सम आर शार्प, some are big, some are like different shape. So there are four types of teeth which we have. Types of human teeth: incisors, canine, premolar, and molar. Incisors are used for biting and cutting the food. Canine, piercing and trimming the food. Premolar are used for chewing and grinding the food. Same as molar are also used for chewing and grinding the food properly, right? So these are the different types of teeth. Now come to the types of bones. Bones are hard and in various sizes and shapes. All the bones united with one another at joints and make a frame called skeleton. In our body, there are 206 types of bones altogether. Right? So, these all types of bones come and joint and make a frame called skeleton. Okay, now come to the main internal body parts which perform very essential and vital functions. These are the picture of different types of bones which you are watching in this picture. So I have told you that we have 206 different kinds of bones. Okay, now come to the internal body parts. First, the lungs. What are lungs? Okay, dear students, lungs are a pair of spongy air filled organs. Right? During the breathing, when the air enters through our nose, air passes through windpipe and which opens into a pair of lungs where the exchange of oxygen between blood and air take place. It is done in the lungs by the expanding and contracting. ठीक है, by the expanding and contracting of lungs, exchange of oxygen between blood and air take place. It is very most important respiration process. ठीक है, okay. Now come to the second main body part. The first main body part is, I will tell you later on. The second main or the most important body part is heart. On the left side of our chest, we can feel the beating, and this beating sound is from our heart. Its function is to pump the blood to all over the body through blood vessels, and our heart is surrounded by the cage of ribs. Clear? On the left side, it is placed surrounded by the cage of ribs, and its main function is to pump the blood to all over the body through blood vessels. Okay, now come to the stomach. This body part is just like a bag. It is a bag-like organ and plays a main role in our digestive system. The food which we eat goes directly to our stomach, where it digests through the digestive juices which have been secreted by the walls of our stomach. So the stomach is the main body part in the function of our digestive system. Okay, now come to the most important and vital body organ. It is called brain. It is present in our skull, and it is most sensitive and important part of our body. It is enclosed in skull, and it controls all the functions of our body. It is why it is very important and sensitive, because it controls all the functions of our body. It receives messages, signals from different parts of our body, and decides the types of response our body should give. So it is the most important body part of our body. Fine. After the brain, come to the another main body parts, which are muscles. Muscles perform various functions. They work with the bones and joints and help our body to move, right? Without the help of muscles, we can't move our body. They work with the bones and joints to help you move hands, arms, feet, and legs. So, dear students, these are the main vital body parts which I have told you in this session. Hopefully, you recall and revise all the topics of this chapter. All the best for your upcoming first assessment test. Do your paper properly with full concentration, and may all you get excellent result. Stay safe, stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.